be able to hit walls. It's going to be either clay or hardline probably. Nice play by Clay. Hey, this is Prometheus. I want to give you a breakdown of an offensive set that I discovered in the Colts playbook that I'm actually going to add to my custom set. It is the gun split close. Out of the Colts formation, you come with a base run audible, which is power O, which is kind of nice, really good blocking. The other play, the play action slide, is another good play. It's good to be able to catch your opponent to the outside, and also you can get that deep out to pick that up. The play I really like a lot of this play is the slot curl, primarily because that kind of an angled out route gets crazy separation against your opponent. And there's some good things you can do to complement that once your opponent goes into some kind of a coverage. And then finally, the other set that actually this comes out of is the halfback wheel. It's good because you actually have a corner route with your tight end or with your slot wide receiver to be able to go ahead and get it out to the outside. A play that I like to use as my base play is the fullback angle, the reason behind that is just because it's just a nice little play that you can use against your opponent. So let's go ahead and start with the fullback angle, and we're going to break this down against random plays. So fullback angle, basically what I like to do is I like to go ahead and take Wayne and I like to put him on a hitch route, or I like to go ahead and put him on a curl. So reads are going to be to the right, left. I'm going to go ahead and see what happens. If the defender moves away, I'm going to look for Wayne on the hitch route. If not, Allen should be underneath, or should be open underneath. And as you can see right there, it was man coverage. He was able to go ahead and pick up a first down on that. Let's try it a couple more times. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and take the man coverage. I'm going to go ahead and try to rifle the ball to Wayne as quickly as possible. This looks like it's going to be zone coverage, so let's see what happens with Wayne. Wayne actually gets covered by the defender, so I was able to go ahead and hit the halfback angle underneath. So this is a good play to complement, force your opponent to actually defend. They'll have to start switching things into zones. Then the next play is a slot curl. And why I like slot curl is because of this crazy separation to get with the square wide receiver, which is Hilton. I like to go ahead and take Wayne, and I like to put him on a drag route, or actually slant route over the middle, and then take Hicks and put him on a curl, and then have Allen put him on either a delayed bump or whatever. So we're going to look at Hilton on the left-hand side and see if he gets what I'm looking for as far as the separation on this. So there you go. As you can see, depending on what happens is this crazy separation. Once he makes his outcut, the defensive back gets stupid. So the only way that you can actually defend against this route is you got to play some kind of a cover 3 or some kind of a cover 2 where you have a defender in the way. He's going to get crazy separation, and sometimes you actually can turn it up. So the reason why I like to complement a slant over the middle right here is because if he does do a cover 3, that means there's going to be a hole that's going to be open. And then conversely, what I can do over here is I also have a hole open right here on a hitch route on that. So let's go ahead and take a look at this play a couple more times. As you can see right there, he gets wide open. And on this situation, actually, there was a defender in the area. So as you can see, actually a defender comes in the area, is going to take that away, probably would jump that ball. So because of that, I'm not going to throw that, even though I could probably get away with it. But what's going to happen is I know I've got my guy streaking over the middle, and then if you can see right here, also what happens is if a defender comes down and he throws in an area, I know that curl route at a 10-yard clip is going to be wide open too, because that defender's in the way. And I also have this guy going out in the flat that I can actually hit probably for some pretty good yards too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the play one more time. So you can see right here, Hilton, actually I probably still could have hit him, but I didn't like how the defender came out. My other defender right here, actually the defender was actually rubbing against my wide receiver, probably couldn't be able to hit that. And then I threw the ball right into the wide receiver, was able to go ahead and pick it up even though he was covered. And I also had the underneath route right there on the right hand side. So you could pretty much run that play the entire time and make the right reads against your opponent, as long as he's not playing this area right here. So if your opponent is using right here, this is where I got caught up. He was the guy I was playing against. He caught me a couple times trying to hit the backside player. So probably should have came back and hit the hitch on the right hand side, but I forced it in there. So let's take a look at some of the other complementary passing plays that you can use in this set. Actually, let's go ahead and start with the run, which is just a basic power O. And you know, you can get pretty good blocking right there with it. You can see it right here. Nice little blocking. Picked up about 10 yards on that. Blocking right down the middle, able to go ahead and pick up another 10 yards right there. All right, so the last play I'm going to use for my audibles is going to be the halfback wheel. And what I like about this play is primarily the route that Nix runs, which is a corner. Corners aren't something you can audible into, so you have to find plays that have corners. A couple things that you can do to make this play a little bit better is you can go ahead and take Allen, you put him in a wheel route. You can take Wayne, you can put him either in a streak or a hitch. Hitch is really good because it just provides another level of defense against your opponent. It's good if you got a short yardage situation, you need to pick up a few yards. Conversely, if you need to pick up a few more than that, what you can do is you can leave everything stock except for Wayne. You can put him on a streak, and you can hit the post down the middle. I think this is a cover 3 type of a shell. So let's take a look at this. Sending five defenders, so he was blitzing. And we've got this guy coming back into yellows. He comes back into yellows, so it is kind of like a cover 2. Didn't like the way the defenders are playing. I probably could have hit Nix on the out, but with Sherman on that side, just is not a smart play. So because the safeties were actually split over the middle, it actually made the right play, hitting Hilton over the middle. So let's go ahead and take a look at this play one more time. Now this looks like man coverage, so I should be able to hit Nix over. And there you go. And able to go ahead and get a touchdown on that. So that's why I like that play. I like it complements the other play, which is a slot curl, because I've got an out to the other side, a deep out, which I can actually go ahead and hit. And then conversely, what you can do is you can use the play action slide, which is a nice little play that you can use. And you'll be able to go ahead and pick up pretty good first downs with that. So this is a scheme that I actually started developing the hard way. Not that I really wanted to use this one initially, but I was kind of forced to kind of pick it up because it just was struggling initially with the Colts playbook. But able to pick up a couple plays and some schemes that I can add to my custom book for the future. So if you are someone that rolls with a Colts book and you haven't used these two, you haven't used this set, you should probably consider it. thanks a lot for my subscribers. I hope I helped you with some tips here, with some breakdowns, and I hope this will be able to help you to win some more games on offense. Thanks a lot, and I really appreciate your help. Thanks.